Top Notch family, what is going on? So, in today's video, we are going to be doing a playoff preview involving the Orlando Magic versus the Boston Celtics. So, the first playing game has been completed. Orlando did defeat the Atlanta Hawks, and now that's how they match up with the Celtics. Now, before we do start today's video, if you guys enjoy NBA content, definitely smash the subscribe button. We upload every single day, and I definitely appreciate it. So, continue to keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. And let's get back in today's video. So we're going to start off with the NBA standings, right, for both teams, right? So when we look at the standings and how these teams did throughout the year, right? So starting off with the Boston Celtics, once again, an incredible season coming off winning a championship, right? We all know it's hard to get 60-plus wins back-to-back seasons coming off a championship year. It's tough. It's a lot of work, right? But they did it, 61-21. Their conference record was 39-13. A home, they struggled compared to away. They were 28-13, which is still excellent, mind you. But compared to away, they were 33-8, right? Meaning they're a good road team. They were 8-2 in their last 10, and they were on a 2-game win streak to finish off the season, right? Now, when you look at the Orlando Magic, they finished off the year 41-41, right? Their conference record, they were 31-21. Their home record, they were 22-19. Away, they were 19-22. They finished off the year 7-3, and then obviously lost the last game. But most importantly, they won the most important game that they had to, and that was the play-in game, right? Now, starting for Orlando Magic, it was different, right, this year, right? Paulo Banchero was out for an extended point of time. So is Franz Wagner, which they are both back. But another player that was also injured was Jalen Suggs. So what we're going to show on the screen right here is just Orlando Magic's team stats, right? So just think about this, guys, right? Their number one scorer, Paulo Banchero, was out for a good period of time, right? He only played 46 games out of 82. When you look at Franz Wagner, he played 60 out of 82, but he missed an extended point of time, right? So these are their top two guys. Somehow, some way, they find to get into the playoffs, right? And I had high expectations for this Magic team, especially after last year, and so did Paulo and so did Franz. But they still found a way, right? And then obviously during the offseason, they added KCP, which KCP has been a disappointment. As you see, he's right here, averaging 8 points a game. But they added him for that catch and shoot, him to be that two-way guy, and he just hasn't really been it, right? But another guy that was injured was Jalen Suggs, right? He is not returning back. So their top three guys were all injured. Paulo returned, Franz returned, Jalen Suggs did not return, right? Also, Mo Wagner out for the season. That was a huge loss. As you see, he was their fourth leading scorer at 13 points a game and 5 rebounds, right? 1.4 assists. You know what I mean? That was a huge loss. Anthony Black, second year, Anthony, Wendell Carter Jr., KCP, Tristan Da Silva, Goga had to play a lot this year because of the injuries. Jonathan Isaac, of course, and that was kind of mainly their roster. So they dealt with a lot of injuries, but like I said, they still found a way to make it to the playoffs, right? And we look at the Boston Celtics team stats, right? We all know they play a team game, one of the best offenses in the league. Tatum's averaging 27, 8, and 6. He's turning into more of a complete player. I'm going to be honest with you, that point forward. Jaylen Brown had an up and down season, in my opinion, but still finished with 22 points a game, 6 rebounds, and about 4.5 assists. Porzingis had a really good year. We all know his injuries are always going to be, he's going to play and he's not going to play. But when he does play, he plays pretty good. Close to averaging 20 points a game and 7 rebounds. Derek White averaging 16, Peyton Pritchard at 14, and Drew Holiday at 11. Al Horford at 9, Sam Hauser at 8.5. Luke Cornett at 6. Their rookie, well, I believe it's a rookie. Baylor Shireman played pretty good when he got the opportunity. I mean, this team is just pretty darn deep, right? I mean, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 deep pretty much in the playoffs, and then you can rotate people in like Torrey Craig or maybe Xavier Tillman or Jordan Walls for a couple of possessions, right? Like this team, just played good basketball. They're amazing, right? So shout out to them, of course, right? Now, when we look at the offensive ratings for both teams, right? When we look at this year's offensive rating for the Orlando Magic, obviously it's not going to be the highest that it should have been, right? Because of all the injuries, right? Orlando Magic, the crazy thing is, the sad thing about this, and all these ads are popping up, as you see, the Orlando Magic are not even here. Look at this. They're not even here. Offensive rating. Think about that. You got to unlock the data to get to this. And this is touching 30, right? So I thought that is kind of weird. Definitely expected them to be up there. But as you see, the Boston Celtics are ranked number 2, right? They're right behind the Cavaliers, right? We expected that, right? Then when you go to the defensive rating for both of these teams, I definitely expect Orlando to be up there for sure. Offensive rating, that's probably a little messed up or anything. But Orlando, once again, not here. Very, very interesting. Oh, I'm sorry. How did I miss this? Orlando Magic is number 2. Boston is 5. So Orlando is a good solid team, right? So they're at 109.6. Boston's at 111.11. So that's their defensive rating. They're number 2. Boston's number 5. Sorry, I missed that, right? So Orlando averages about 9 steals a game. Boston averages about 7.2. Blocks per game. Orlando averages about 6. Boston averages about 5.5, right? So Orlando, they're relying on defensively, right? That's what they're going to be relying on. Slowing down Tatum, obviously, slowing down Brown. Like, there's a lot of players where they got to stop. They got to worry about the matchups. Is Franz going to guard Brown? Is Paulo going to guard Tatum? You know what I mean? That's what they got to worry about right there. Wendell Carter Jr. guarding Porzingis. We got to see. But Orlando defensively is a very good team. We all know that, right? Now, when we look at the season series, which may not be as important, but it's still there. As you see, Celtics lost to Orlando Magic. So this is game 1, right? As we look back into the score, so this is early in the season, very, very early in the season. We can look at the box score and stuff like that. So this time, Jason Tatum didn't even play this game. Think about that. So Jason Tatum didn't play this game. It was Horford, Porzingis, Holiday, White, and Brown. Brown had 35. White had 17. Jrue Holiday had 16. So Jason Tatum didn't play that game, which is a big one, right? And then when you look at the Magic, they didn't have Paulo or Franz. So 2 of their best guys were out. Celtics' best guy was out, right? So it's completely different, right? Now, when we look at game 2, Paulo Banchero was here, but Franz wasn't here, it looks like, right? And then Suggs didn't play. So those are big losses. But then Tatum played, and you see they blew them out 121-94. And then game 3, Magic blew them out by 20, 96-76. But once again, obviously, Jaylen Brown didn't play. Derek White didn't play. It looks like Tatum didn't even play this game either, right? Paulo Franz did play. Paulo had 15. He was 6 for 17. That wasn't efficient at all. They played their bench a lot, as you see right here. Anthony Black in 33 minutes. Caleb Houston getting 26. So that's kind of the season series for this team and stuff. Now, my prediction for this, I got the Boston Celtics in 5. I think Orlando is going to make it competitive. I think the games are going to be always close, but I think the Boston Celtics find a way to close it out every single night, right? I'm going to give Orlando a game because Paulo Banchero and Franz Wagner are very, very good. I'm going to give them a game, but Boston is just tier levels better than them. You know what I mean? It sucks. Orlando got a couple of tough matchups. Hopefully next year they don't get in this position because last year they lost in 7. This year I see them losing in 5. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Continue to keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I'm out. Peace.